Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. How are you guys today? I hope you are having a great day, evening, or night, whenever you're watching this reading. I'm Miss Shine Light 7. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions and questions can be left in the comment section below. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single one of you. Also, this is a collective reading. And if it does not resonate with you, please click out or check out some of the other playlist videos. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up so you don't miss the next upload as well. Hey, it's Friday. How are you guys tonight? Well, Saturday, because we're going into Saturday now. And you guys, it's been a sad and somber day for me. All I've been really doing is checking out some of where my dog's at. It's all I can hear right now in my head. I get barking, and where my dog's at. Rough Riders. Like, I just hear motorcycles and just vroom, 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 just all day. Like, like that was like a cultural, like, icon that really has left us here. You know what I mean? He's gone, but he really has transitioned. And we've been knowing for about a week now that he was going to transition as well. And my condolences to his family. My condolences to anybody that worked with him, his colleagues as well. You know what I mean? He was a business person. He did, build his own, wrote his own songs and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? He was really intelligent, and we might get some messages from him tonight. I mean, if I could pull on his energy, it would be great. You know what I mean? Get some messages. You know what I mean? The afterlife of DMX. You know what I mean? Like, blood in, blood out. You know what I mean? Where my dog's at? They right there with you. And he's being reincarnated. We know that was one that's going to be reincarnated here. He might even come back as an atonement of a dog. He might even come back as an atonement of, we have no idea what angel that the divine will transition him to. And, his journey to the next life is, well on its way. May he rest in peace to, I gotta say, an icon, like, as snarling and as aggressive and as of a man he was also tender. He knew God. He knew God. He knew that he fought with himself in times, a struggle, of toxic, things that enter his life, being groomed as a child into drugs and different things, being a product of parents that was neglectful to him, but in the end, he still won, but he lost the battle to something that he was tired of doing, and he couldn't fight the battle no longer. And I want to thank you guys for giving me the honor to be able to come to you guys and talk to you guys, and give you these messages tonight on the how and his, as well as the many goals. Okay. And I want to give you a quick little message around the table. What's going on? The moving, the love, the lovers, the fast moving bike rider on the strength, along with the clocks, along with the fool, the dance of life. Because he danced with life on many occasions in life. Okay, this is the things that you never want to hear over a PA system. My dog ain't here no more. That's what I don't want. I don't want to hear my dog ain't here no more. It was tragic to hear that DMX was, no matter what lifestyle he lived, because he still was a human being. I don't care what lifestyle he lived, what lifestyle he walked. Okay, that don't. When you're in the limelight, things is given to you, that ordinarily wouldn't be given to you, on a silver platter on that matter. You an icon. This man would sell out on all kinds of things, 5 double platinum albums, 6, still was producing albums. Okay. And also things that you would line up to see. People lined up far and wide. And people going to line up far and wide to his funeral, to his homegoing. Okay? They're going to line up far and wide for this man. Guaranteed. They're going to pull, you ain't gonna never see. Ain't going to be a dry eye in the place. I'm telling you. This man is a legend in his own time. 90s, 80s, 90s. Back in the 90s. I'm going to say 90. 95, 94. His honesty about he fought with himself. The storyteller of his life. You're going to have a lot of people talk about it. BET had a nice, thing. I couldn't sit and watch it because it hurt me bad to the bone. Okay? This is about a hippopotamus, how larger than life in his energy. Okay? This is the beloved. He leaves behind a lot of beloveds. A lot of women were hurt from him. When people wouldn't, his wife, his kids, lovers, friends, Tisha, Lakeisha, Wanda, Chandra, all of them. They all have feelings for this man. They all hold something, a piece of this man's life in their heart for him. Okay? The death and the rebirth of a man, of a legend that's moving off in this energy right here. Death and rebirth. He went going bald in this energy because he did. He went all out, going bald. Okay, wasn't a greedy bone in this man's body. The money he did get, he gave it to others, homeless. Sit and talk with them, give them stuff. You know what I mean? Give it back to his community. You know what I mean? Because he surrendered on the day when he couldn't take no more. Because he had the option of staying and going. And him and God wrestled. And I know he did. I felt it between my energy. When I came to y'all last week, when I talked about, I don't know, in one of those divine masculines messages last week. That's why I always tell you it's so important to check out my readings, because so many different things flow through me and you will miss some things. It might be something that might strike you in my readings. So I always tell y'all, that's why I always tell y'all to subscribe, like, and share so that you can get something that you might have not thought you would have gone here. Because sometimes I'll be profound to hear some of the stuff that I say. Really, I do. So he surrendered on when I told you he was on the cooling board, when him and God was talking. I knew, I felt it in my heart that him and God, he wrestled. Like, I could come back. Am I going to still do the same thing I was doing when I was here? Or can I be a better person? Walk the life that you wanted me to walk? I'm going to surrender. I can feel, I'm getting the chills right now talking about this man, because I know him and God wrestled at that time when he was sitting in the hospital for that week, and he felt envy about things in his life. And then he went to his death, okay? Due to adversity in his life, okay? He blamed himself for a lot of things in his life. And he had regrets in life as well. But he tried to be disciplined in life as well. And he wanted to change some things in his life. But it took courage to change the things in his life. So then he had to have peace in his life, okay? And in order for him to have peace in his life, he had to surrender. He had to surrender some things. Okay? And the abundance that he got now is profound right now. And now it balanced the ebb and the flow in him. And it's no more denial of what he could be. It's no more imagination of the things that he was. It's no more, the poor friendships or the loss of friendships. All it can be now is forgiveness after he surrendered. Okay? Forgiving and surrender. It's what he did. And this is his honesty. Honesty came out twice. Okay? Oh, y'all, this is going to be hard for me today, y'all. I don't know where we going with this. This is really hard for me. What y'all want from me? Where my dogs at? That's what I keep hearing. Where my dogs at? Blood in, blood out. For you. What y'all really want from me? He balanced himself now. He's in balance because he surrendered. Okay, he surrendered himself. to the death of himself, his old self, the toxic and sick self. Because that was a sick person right there, downcast of pride. He downcast his pride. And now he's naked before the stars. Naked before the stars, okay? Because before he was hiding his true self, okay? And he was envy and gluttony, okay? Was in this energy as well. So, but now he's naked before the stars. He has downcast his pride and ego. And he had laid that imagination of DMX, Carl, Simmons. No, Earl. I'm sorry, y'all, Carl. I'm like the Carl, but it's Earl. His name is Earl. Earl Simmons and X and all of the multi-different facets of this Earl Smith. Earl Simmons, y'all. I'm getting it right, y'all. I'm going to get it right. I told you this is real tough on me because I got a lot of other people wanting to call in for him as well. Because this is the answers. As well as it is what it is. It's in its energy. And I'm going to just tell you, the multiple lovers is here. This man had a lot of lovers, you know. See, he had a heart too, you know. He wasn't all hard, and this man was compassionate as well. No matter how hard he was genuine. But through addictions, I'm telling you, the ugly side of a person could come out. And you know, I've struggled through family members through addiction, and you know, things can get very dark, you know. But this is the messenger of Earth is in his messages today. And I'm going to give you some. And this was our emperor. He's the emperor today. He's in his truth today. Okay. And his queen of water is very emotional over him. His lover, his fiance, somebody he was with, is very emotional about him right now and her energy. Okay. Eight of Earth. Some children. Family members. That his moving off, that his chariot has took him home. Okay. And the Three of Fire. That his passion will live forever. This man is a diehard. He'll be here forever. This is a legend. Okay. Off on that fool's journey. Okay. Mother Earth is in this energy as well. The Queen of Earth as well is in this energy. And the Ace of Fire is in this energy as well. But I'm going to get to this message, y'all, because this is going to be a real heavy message for me today. Very heavy. Surrendering. I can't release my need to control. The need that he had to control his life in whatever facets it was, negative or positive, good or bad, in or out, up or down. He surrendered to it all. In his truth, his strength. Because he could have came back, but he knew what it would have been. The same thing. And what mindset would he have had? Or what mindset would he have been? Who would he still been then when he came back? Okay? This is the death and the rebirth of a king of wands, of somebody that was real passionate. He really wasn't about material gain because it's put material gain out here, but he was about passionate about his music and entertaining. And when he got into the entertainment, and I told you, when you got more money, more problems, like, you know, his drug habit got bigger, you know, the groupies got more, you know, more. Women wanted to throw themselves at him. And then it just became just a vicious cycle that personality disorder, borderline personality disorders, trying to protect his inner child. But, you know, we all have that struggle sometime, okay? Because it was an ultimatum between the here and now. Or what would I be? Who am I going to be after this? I ain't who I was. I won't be myself again. I feel like I'm just pouring in like energy from a masculine once this emperor showed up here. Okay? All right, so on this surrender, y'all, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this because it's emotional. I mean, I grew up listening to him, even though I transitioned and listening to certain different things in life. And, you know, once I decided I wanted to, you know, be more in my spirituality, you know, some of the things I changed. And, the different things I liked to do, it changed. And, you know, I didn't no longer do those things. And, sometimes we change, but when you're walking on a path where you can't change, sometimes it gets real difficult and the road gets dark, you know. So this is the messenger of Earth, the Emperor. A lot of them wants to pull out real quick. And I want to put one on the surrender too. So we got 4 on this. This is the Green Witch. I just wanted to see if anything is in this energy. That the 7 of chalices, the 7 of cups is in this energy as well. We already had the 7 of cups show up in this energy as well. Told you about shiny things, material gain. Like when it was up, it was up. Like in that song Cardi B, when it was up, it was up. When the shit was down, it was down. You know what I mean? But it was never down and out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they tried to make out in the tabloids while he was still on his deathbed, about him losing his house for tax evasion, and they locked him up and different things. But you know what? That was his struggle at that time. You know what I mean? He still was struggling with addictions and different things. He was struggling with himself. You know what I mean? He was his image and who he was, and, falling off. And, it really hit him hard when the record label, switched from Irv Gotti to Jay-Z. You know what I mean? That was difference in the situation because these two was rivals at one point or another. You know what I mean? Like, it was that type of thing. And you know what I mean? It just became, something 30 years in the industry. You know what I mean? Hardcore drugs, hardcore living the lifestyle, living the dream, living that YOLO life. You only live once lifestyle. Okay? All right, this is the culture. This is the message. All right? 4 wands, many lovers, many unions. 8 of wands, messages. That's the message of Earth. Messages of money and power and respect. Okay? Major respecting. Okay? Where my dogs at? Okay? Where my dogs at? Swiss Beats work with him. A lot of people work with him. You know what I mean? Eve worked with him. A lot of people work with him. Jada Kiss worked with him. A lot of people, y'all. A lot of people. Okay? Night of Chalice. It's emotional. A lot of men is going to be emotional over this man. I'm telling you. Like, this is one of the homies, like, he might have was ruthless and crazy and all that stuff, but they protected him, And I'm going to just say, I had a homie one time. It's my homeboy, and he just was always reckless. Always lived the reckless lifestyle, the YOLO lifestyle. But, the YOLO lifestyle caught up with him, like he was like in his 30s. And it was still like that YOLO lifestyle for him. 35, still out there drinking and partying. And, 40 crept up on him and he still was doing that party lifestyle. Broke his jaw, broke his shoulder, cracked stitches in his head. And, you know what I mean? Just the hard life. Just living life hard. Lost a parent. Both parents, really, because one walked away and the other one passed away because she refused to let him put her in the ground, to see him be buried. She'd rather bury herself before she buried him. So, in that aspect, I like to carry on with, in this instant, with, how fruitful this man was, because look how much fruit is on this table. I don't know if you can see this card, or is my card going to be washed out by my ring light. But if you could look at this table, how fruitful this man was, the message of Earth, all of his children, all of the fruitfulness in his life. See how much fruit he got on that table? This man was pouring of fruit, okay? Very fruitful in his life, okay? Earth, very grounded in his life. Okay, he wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad for this man. 8 of Wands got a lot of messages for his kids. A lot of messages for this Emperor. All kids came and surrounded by him. Knight of Chalice. Very emotional. It was a hard decision walking away from his family. But, he was disconnected from him as well in this death and rebirth, okay? This man was a hippo. Bigger than life. Well. But he also was cute and cuddly like a panda bear, too. You know what I mean? He had a soft side as well. But He bucked like a wild horse too. Okay. He was also instinctual and used people as prey in this instinct as well. Because, passion and adventure beckoned him. Okay. All right. Through music, you reclaim life's magic and growth, strong in body and soul through his music, because he left a message in every song he wrote. You'll grow strong in body and soul. Every one of his children that will listen to his music, they will grow strong in body and soul through his music. Now, as a legacy, that's what I always tell you about. We all have a purpose and a destiny here on earth. And, don't let no one man or no one woman stop your destiny. Because you have a legacy to leave. Even if you don't have children, you got a legacy to leave to something. Your lineage. Oh, this person in this lineage did this. This person in this lineage did that. Okay, because you still have a legacy. You do have a name written in the Lamb's Book of Life. And your name is written there. So you're not exempt, okay? Show your emotions and regenerate love. Show your emotions for this man, because it's gonna regenerate. He gonna regenerate iconically through his music. Everybody's going. It's already started. It's already been started. It's already has started. This is the answer. So it is what it is here in this energy. But I'm gonna give you some more because that didn't get us there. But you might have somebody that has transitioned in the same way, or you might have had a boyfriend or a lover that was very aggressive, or battled with addictions in this energy as well. Not just Earl Simmons, battled with addictions in this world. We have a lot of people that battle with addictions. They battle with they self. We are not perfect in this world, in this imperfect world. Okay. And I don't want to ramble on. I just want to make sure you get, how I feel about the person that we're talking about, no matter who they are. I don't care if this person was a homeless person, but this person was a person that impacted many communities, many cultures. Okay. And if you grew up in the 90s, you know how it impacted the communities that I'm talking about. And if you're in your 40s, you would know what I'm talking about. If you're in your 30s and your late 20s, like 28, 29, DMX would have been something you heard coming up. Okay. The dance of life. Look at the dance of life for this man. Look at the dance of life. Okay. He took the fool's journey. The fool's journey. And see the legacy that a fool's journey could take you on? See that? But they always tell us that it's straight and narrow, right? But some people's lifestyle is not straight and narrow, right? We can look at that as an example. That not everybody's life is on the straight and narrow, right? The Knight of Cups. Very emotional man. Very emotional. He wore his heart on his sleeve. But he didn't want you to know that. He had a tough exterior. Like he was, so strong. But inside he was a little boy. 6-year-old little boy. 5-year-old little boy. But he did grown man things, though. Don't ever forget that part. Okay? Rough Riders. Okay? Rough Riders for life. Is what he's talking about. Yeah. 2 of Cups. He loves you, baby girl. Messenger. To his lover. To his lover that he was with just recent. Yep. Yep. They even announced that he had COVID, but that wasn't his cause. Okay? He had got COVID from being in the hospital. High priestess, she knew. She knew. 30 minutes laying on the floor or laying waiting for paramedics to come is too long to not have brain activity. Because they probably didn't recognize what was going on with him. He probably did this before, and they didn't recognize that, you know, something was going wrong with him. And and these two was going to tie the knot in this energy. Two of wands, four of wands. They was in the union. But it was more than two people in this union. It's more than two people in this union. It was a bunch of people in this union. Okay? It's more than two people. It's four of wands. Get at me, dog. He walked away on the Seven of Swords. This was some sneaky things that was going on. And I'm not going to get into no sneaky stuff about him right now because the man ain't even cold yet. And I'm not going to get into nothing sneaky about him. Okay? In my energy, I'm going to get at me, dog. You see my dog right there? Get at me, dog. Where my dog's at? He's still gathering stuff about this man, and they'll be gathering stuff for the next 60 years about DMX. Okay, so just know. Okay, this is the Ace of Swords. This is him standing in his truth. You know what I mean? The truth of fire. This look like a dog to me. Get at me, dog. Even in the fiery realm. Okay, Sagittarius. I want to say he is. I'm not real sure now. I won't know until they give out his birth certificate or birth time, what year or time or whatever. But I want to go more with a Sagittarius or a Aries, but I want to lean more to a Sagittarius. I'm not real sure. Maybe when I get off, I'll check it out and put it in the description box to, you know, clarify if he was or was not. But I think he's a Sagittarius. And this is the juggling energy. He juggled with himself. He juggled with himself and his energy. He juggles with the self and death. Wow. Wow. Amazing, y'all. And look at that dog. Get at me, dog. And demons and different dark things. And more dogs. Another, still Seven of Swords. That's who he juggled with himself. Walking away from himself. And the speed of life. He needed the strength for it. But he was in divine timing, though. It was ticking. Okay? It was Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. Poet. Rhymed about this and that. Rapped about this and that. Speed. I don't know what he took. Cocaine, crack, whatever the heck it was. Alcohol, whatever it was. Whatever it was a boil maker for a heart attack. Okay? And this is the inside of a car. Dash. This is the inside of a car dash. This is the odometer on the car. This is the drive. This is the speed that in which it went. Okay. Wow. Y'all. Sometimes I profound myself. And let's talk about the lovers here. Let's talk about it. Talk about the Knight of Cups. What are we talking about here? The mastership of this man. This is about the detachment of himself. When he surrendered, he detached. He detached from himself. Wow. Talk about the Two of Cups. Even with the lover he had, that was energy. When he detached from the Two of Cups, it gave him energy. Yeah. Energy. The Ace of Wands was his passion. To live or to die. That was his passion. And in many songs you hear about him, why am I here, God? He would question God. Why am I here, God? Why you still let me be here, God? He would ask. You know what I mean? Because in those times he was struggling. Okay? Talk about the High Priestess. About two women. Now I'm going to tell you right now, this is about two women. Secrets and knowledge. Two women know secrets and knowledge about him. More than two, but two that was closest. This is his logic. Okay? I done had many things in life. Logic. I done had many things in life. Good, bad, or indifferent in life. I've had it all. I've had it all. From top to bottom, I've had it all. I've experienced it all in life. Four of Wands. Decisions. It was a decision to stay here or move to the next the rim. It was a decision. Two of Wands, decision. I juggled with it. The moving on, the honesty, the hippopotamus, biggest life, death and rebirth, the Six of Swords, nostalgic, moving off energy, the deviant. Let's talk about it here on this juggling. The Two of Wands is here, Two of Wands is there on the decision. Gotta stop there. Talk about on the juggling, on the loyal dog, moving off. Two of Wands, okay? Two of Wands. And he's digging in the dirt. A shallow hole to put something in. Shallow. Two. Fighting with his dark and light and his energy. Let me see what they tell you about that real quick. I'll tell you what they say about the Two of Wands really quick, okay? A farmer has begun planting in fields, harnessing the power of Two of Wands. He channels his energy into a single force using a unique and creative tool. He digs a first hole with ease. Creative use of energy, bringing together ideas, focusing on a single object, working together for a common goal, unifying forces, unable to think creatively, divided attention, separated of dysfunction. So the relationships that he was having and juggling, they all was dysfunctional. He was hard to love. He felt at all relationships that if that makes sense to you, because of his addictions. Okay, y'all. Okay, that was why he struggled in his relationships, because of addictions. And some people that he was with catered to his addictions, and other of them didn't understand his addictions. Okay, so that's why they struggled in these addictions. Okay. Oh gosh, y'all. And that's with Lovers at the bottom of my deck. That's with Lovers. That's how he struggled with this relationships. And it probably was a struggle with the lady. He probably knew the woman he was going to be with, or wife to be. He knew he couldn't be, the lover that she needed him to be. You know what I mean? Because of his addictions. Like, I'm telling you, the person I used to be homies with, they even know the reason why we can't be together, because of their addictions. And I'm not saying I'm not their friend anymore, but we don't engage like we used to, because of his addictions, because he'll get drunk and get belligerent and get crazy and get wild, crash up your whole house, fall all over everything, break up stuff. I can really almost battle the situation that he went through, even down to the day he passed. Like, if he was home taking an overdose, he was in his addiction heavy at that time. You know what I mean? He was heavy in his addiction. Trapped. Okay? Seven of Wands. Trapped in it. Trapped in his addictions. Couldn't see his way through. Fighting through competition and fighting through different dilemmas, and being divided in his mind, and being divided in his heart, and then being divided in, the things that was right and the things that he knew he was doing wrong, and just a whole lot of different things, you guys. And many men, not just him, fight this same demon. When we talk about the divine masculine and his toxic and giving up, taking a gamble on different things. Yes, they take different gambles on different things, taking a gamble on a woman. But that's not the problem. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean? It goes deeper than that as well, in these addictions. Seven of Chalice. Okay. Eight of Wands. Messages. Okay. He has a lot of messages. Black Crow. There. Message of transitioning. Message of transitioning. Because what she's doing is she's cutting these old passions down. She's cutting them, all these old messages down. She's cutting them with a sicklet. She's cutting them down. And I'll read you from the book what that says. Okay. A pleasant woman prepares to rid her land of wands growing in her field. The eight of wands serves as a sickle as she readies to cut them down with a single stroke. Above her, a black crow flies into the scene with important news of transition. Okay, so she cut all of the old down. He cut all of the old down, and he transitioned into his reincarnated Carl Simmons. Okay, y'all. Quick action, decisions made in haste, delivery of an important news, voyage by air. How about that, y'all? Voyage by air. So he took flight to the heavenly realms. And I told you birds are atonements. Y'all, I'm getting the chills all over again. I'm getting the chills all over again. And then stagnation in life, domestic woes, envy, and jealousy. Okay, y'all? Those was the reasons in which our friends, our iconic friend, Carl Simmons, did not pull through his, heart or drug overdose. As much as we would like to have pulled through, he battled with himself in a lot of different ways. And the above divine found pleasures in, he found a place for him. He made him an angel now. And he'll be reincarnated in he'll be your spirit guide or somebody in your life spirit guide. Okay? You might not even know it, that he's your spirit guide. Okay? You never know who your spirit guide will be. You know what I mean? They tell us to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Okay? He let all of those demon things of domestic woes, envy, and jealousy, he let all of that go. That was the debt. Oh, and I told you, when the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, okay, that's a debt that is owed. That he is for your life purposes, and he'll do all things to keep you there. Okay, all things, and it's a struggle to come out. And no matter how strong or how mighty you think you are, the strength was out here with this lion. Okay, how fast that strength go right past you. It go right, it's moving fast. You can't even pin it with the pin there. Okay, even with you being a jack of all trades, because when that time is what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. When the time is time, it definitely is. It is what it is. Okay. Wow, y'all, I wasn't even ready for that. I wasn't really ready for that. I wasn't really ready for that, y'all. I really wasn't. All right. But I'm going to pull from the women in his family, the lovers, his children. I'm going to pull some from the lovers of his life. I'm going to pull two from them because I think it's two, the wife and then another woman. Okay. This is awakening. Now they're awakening into his truth, who he was. They're going to awaken to his truth now of who he really was and how hard his addiction to dance was for him. Okay. This is his grace. She gonna have grace. It's gonna be hard because this man put her through a lot. I'm gonna tell you, any woman that has been with DMX or Earl Simmons, they've been put through a lot. Trust me. Believe you me, they have. This is his wow. This is his transition. And he's letting them know that he's transitioned to the next realm. With grace, he transitioned. And now his awakening happened. Or her awakening can happen because he's transitioning now. Transition, grace, and awakening. Okay? He's awakening his new self. Okay? And now that strength that he was always looking for in life, he got it. Okay? Even in this masculine energy, we all carry both polarities. He's carrying his strength right now. Okay? On the other side. And now he's at peace. Okay? Peace. Peace. All right. Peace. Twice a child, once adult, twice a child. Okay. And so when you come from your mother's womb as a baby, you go right back to that because he never left his childhood. Never left it. He protected his childhood with everything he had. Okay. Listen, y'all, this is how and his, the many goes. And this could go on a long, 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 long time. I want to let y'all know, may Earl Simmons rest in peace. And if you are battling a situation with a person that is under addictions or having some, challenges in life, I don't never say turn your back on them, but I don't know how you can hold the burdens for them because their addictions can get very dark. Um, and it can really, harm you because he did harm one of his family members and they covered it up when he got shot. He shot somebody, and they covered it up and they never told about it. But at the same time, you know, the lover in your life could be this same passive aggressive person under the influence without addictions. They could be one way, but with an addiction, it can be a horror or a nightmare. Okay. So if you are liking the how and the his, the many goals, may you subscribe, like, and share. Hit that bell notification along with that thumbs up. Blood in, blood out. Get at me, dog. Where my dogs at? Get at me, dog. And they want me to bark, but that's the message I'm getting right now. Get at me, dog. Now, and if you haven't hit subscribe, may you subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Namaste. Now I must go.